Oh.
I remember this because we was talking about the fact we got a new jacket and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I remember the new jacket.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Who can
How could you
forget the
forget
new,
that?
the new jacket?
Exactly, mate.
There's that guy called Daryl. They're so copying off these names and stuff. That was the bluntest conversation ever. Do you have to carry on talking to him? Still there.
There's like some UK government corona advice.
Damn guards still won't let me in. What's wrong? Why would you leave your helmet on? He's still got his worker's helmet on. Work is his left.
Just in case the health and safety guy comes around, man. Everywhere has one. Even in an apocalypse, mate. Still gotta have health and safety. Doesn't matter.
Dude, don't even get me started on health and safety nowadays. Jesus Christ. Like, it's so stressful, some of the stuff you're not allowed to do.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Because nowadays it's just crazy with like everything that's going on. I know it's justified, but like, I mean, you can't be 2 meters away from someone all the time. Like,
yeah,
like, you know, you're working in a room filled with people. You just can't be 2 meters away from.
True.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Like,
well, not even that, dude. I'm just talking about before the coronavirus hit. It was when you speak to like older people, somebody used to get their hand cut off at work or something, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we just had a bit of a flesh wound at work earlier."
Literally, at my place, if you get a paper cut, you have to fill in a form.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
for real, man. That's real shit.
And it's weird because all of it is literally just so companies like don't get sued. You know?
Yeah.
That's all it's about.
It's not for your benefit. It's not like, oh, how's your finger?
And I think what's even more pathetic is that even though companies do this, sorry, I got distracted by the garlic. The incubator is full of garlic sprouts. Thank you. Thanks for that. Not sure what to do with that information.
This guy knows what he's doing, man.
Yeah. Oh, look at this guy.
Sprouts sorted. What is going on here, man?
I don't know, but isn't it cold outside?
People from the NBA.
Yeah.
There's like garlic sprouts, guns, motorbikes. Wires trailing across the floor.
This chain gun mounted Vespa.
Oh shit, man!
I've changed my mind. I'll ride a Vespa. I'll ride one.
As long as it's got
a chain gun on it. Dude, if you fired that thing while you was trying to drive this, would it even have enough power to drive you forward?
yeah, it just blasts you backwards. It would just, if you do full acceleration and then shoot it, you might come to a halt as opposed to going reverse.
Yeah, exactly, dude. But what I was saying is more pathetic than companies doing that sort of stuff just so they don't get like sued is the fact that people actually sue them for stuff, you know? Stupid stuff that is like it's your own fault.
It's ridiculous that they've had to do that. Like, a paper cut. Imagine being the guy that got 10 grand out of a paper cut. Holy shit.
My God. Yeah,
I'd like to be that guy. I wouldn't even, well, actually, I'd be a little bit disappointed in myself, but I'd still have 10 grand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, I'd just make sure that whatever I was doing was kind of, the money cancelled out the self-hatred. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it was fine because it was only about 9 grand's worth of self-hatred. So I put a grand of self-hatred in the bank.
yeah, that's just a grand for a rainy day. You know what I mean? But when you next like say something awkward in a conversation, you know, you don't have to think about it for the next 9 years.
Damn, that's another 10 quid in embarrassment.
You ever done that where you have like, where you say something stupid, where you do something stupid and then like just every day you just think about it for like 6 to 9 years.
where you've got like moments where you think about it randomly in your life,
and you just like,
yeah,
you just like, I fucking hate myself.
So I think anybody that's watching will now be saying, "Go on then, what did you say?"
Right. So I was very young. I was very young. And I was in Rome or something with my family on some holiday, and we were walking around some ruins. I'm too young to remember even what it was, but there was this. So I was walking with my dad, and then I turned around and was like looking at this thing, and then ran off ahead for some reason, and grabbed some random dude's hand who I thought was my dad, because I just seen like a ring on the hand, and I was like, oh, that's dad. So I fucking grabbed it, and I was like wandering off like with this random bloke. And you know what's even weirder? He didn't even think to tell me that I wasn't holding on to the right person. Which I think about it now is even weirder. But yeah, and then I turned around and see my dad stood there. I was like, holy shit, who am I hanging on to now?
Double dad.
yeah. I was like, oh, that guy looks a lot like my dad. Stood over there.
Oh my god. I'm trying to think. I've obviously got some of them moments, let's be real. But I can't remember any off the top of my head though. You know?
It tends to happen in school, like you'll do a math question wrong or something. I mean that is pretty self-hate causing, especially if it's like something easy. Like when your teacher calls you out in a class and you haven't been listening for the past 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And your teacher's like, right, do you want to come up and explain it? Like, no, I don't. No, I do not.
How about you teach the class? I was like, oh, we can't have that. The students might actually learn something.
Oh, man. What was your experience with teachers like in secondary school, specifically?
Dude, I don't know. I swear down we've had a little talk about this before, but
possibly
they just suck, man. Like, no, it's not fair for every teacher, but a lot of them was just bad teachers. Simple, you know. They they knew what their subject was about, but they just really didn't know how to get it across to people. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the biggest problem. They're interested in the subject, and then after they've done uni, and then they have to do like a teaching. Like
well, there's some subjects that you literally study just to go into teaching, like regardless of if you actually want to teach.
Yeah, some people are just like insanely good at teaching, you know.
Yeah,
you must have had some of them teachers that just kind of they didn't really have to try to engage you. They just did it naturally. It was just such a natural form of engaging you in the subject. Even if you didn't give a shit, they still managed to make you be like, oh yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. Some of my favourite teachers were from the most boring lessons.
Oh yeah,
like, for real.
Don't
get me wrong. I had some horrendous teachers in the same like subjects, but the best teachers were like, I still think of them. I've got some of them on Facebook, but I still think of them as like the best teachers I've ever had, like ever.
Yeah.
So some of them are just like they do it for the job, for the kids, and it's not just like, oh, it's I did my degree in this. This is the only job I can get.
Yeah. The annoying thing for me was because when you play games or somebody tells you a story that's not even a teacher and it's like about some sort of history or thing that happened back in time, and it's so interesting, right? Because it's this story that you'd never get nowadays. Like the Battle of 300 or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of it happened. Some of it was out of, not in history, but a lot of it was true. And you think, oh, Spartans are badass. You know what I mean? And then it's like how the history teachers, they've got the best for telling stories and getting people engaged. And it's just such a dead class. I don't know if it's like that for everyone, but I hated history, dude. I How can you make
I
that
don't-
boring?
I
Important
don't
things that
even
happened
think
in
I
history.
don't even remember history that much. Like history lessons. I remember doing Romans. That's about it. I don't think we ever did like anything like Spartans or
Well, we never did it
like.
like that either, but it was mainly about the world wars or whatever. But
I don't even
still,
think we
though,
called it them, man.
I'm so interested in that stuff now, you know,
Yeah,
and it's just so weird how.
they were too busy pushing religion on us to teach us about.
Oh, don't get me
the shit
started
that
about
happened.
RE, dude. That's so. It
I
was
remember
like
having this religious education teacher, well, RE teacher, as they call it in the UK, and she called it religious studies or something like that. And if you called it RE, holy shit, mate, she would flip her lid.
What
I
would
remember
you-
once this girl called it RE, and she literally stood there at the front of the class and went, "This is not RE." Fucking threw a box of like glue. You know the glue sticks, the Pritt stick glue sticks. She fucking threw a
Yeah.
full box of them across the whole room. Like,
Oh my god.
she was fucking nuts, mate. Absolutely nuts. And the same woman, the same year actually, these two kids started fighting in my class. One of them's in prison now. True story. These kids started fighting in the class, and she was right next to the door. Yeah. So this is a class. This is a rather small classroom, with about 25 kids in it. Fucking hot summer's day. These kids are like throwing chairs and fucking tables at each other. There's about 25 of us in this tiny room with one exit. She fucking goes out the room, straight like runs out the room, closes and locks the door with us still inside. Like the whole class still inside this room. And these two kids just going ape on each other. Like, oh my God, man. Like, you think of stuff like that. But, you know, just saying, she was not my favourite teacher, I'll be honest. And that wasn't one of the best moments in school, I'll be honest.
Well, I remember there was this one teacher that I think he like lost it one time. Oh, I've got guns against me now. I'm fighting
nice.
humans now, dude.
Oh, weren't they always humans? Just crab-infested ones?
Well,
Are these
that's
crab-infested? I can't tell. What even is this room?
It's full of mushrooms.
I've got
I think.
hiccups. Mushrooms?
I think
They
we've
look
just.
like
I
Bibles
think
or
we've just
something. Oh, no,
basically
they are
met a bad
mushrooms.
guy, and this bad guy. Oh, check out my new shotgun as well. Fucking badass,
Oh,
mate.
fucking hell. Man.
Um,
Spread on that. Nice.
But yeah, so we met a bad guy, and now I'm guessing we're just we're against the zombies and the non-zombies. So yeah.
Nice.
Oh, these are the guys that were all dressed up and stuff. I hope we had to kill them, little fuckheads. I forgot what we were saying now. I'm distracted by the pure madness.
I can't even remember. I'll be honest, I've been completely...
Oh yeah. My
Taken in.
teacher, one of my teachers, Mr. Cooper, I think he was a geog teacher. Fuck! I didn't think I was gonna. The desk was blocking them. You know what I need? I need a fucking grenade straight in there.
Oh,
mate. That's
yeah.
what I need.
Ooh.
Watch this. Wait, how do I throw grenades again? Oh, I threw it out myself. Jesus Christ. Just kill me. Reset! Jesus Christ. Right, I've got it this time, alright? I've got it this time, and I'll tell you about Mr. Cooper.
I'm intrigued about Mr. Cooper. His name brings many
Yeah,
questions.
It's the shotgun for the win, dude. That's all I need in my life. I'm gonna try out this new gun as well. Ooh, that's nice.
I know, it's like pixel art and then like hell on earth in like a second.
Take that. Bayosh.
Like, what was the weird boss last time? Was it a car? Or was it...
Dude, there's been so many weird bosses in this. I think the last boss was a concert. It was literally that's literally what the last one was.
I mean, I like it. They've literally just been like, well, what's the boss? And they're just like, it can be anything, guys. Let's not limit ourselves here. I'd like to have been in that creative meeting where they decided that a concert was going to be the boss. I'm intrigued what the next one's going to be. Like,
yeah, dude. Well, what's the last boss going to be?
Yeah.
They better not ruin it and it'd be something normal.
Like a Costco store or something. It'd be like really big. Really big and just like normally completely stationary, but it's just going to be spinning, firing, I don't know, like hot dogs or something at you.
Yeah.
On fire.
Yeah. It's going to be epic, whatever it is. Oh my god, this is weird. This is a whole different view.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Anyway, Mr. Cooper once got really mad and basically fucking kicked a bin. You know, like one of them little bins.
Just a small bin.
Yeah, and it just twanged it straight at a student, mate.
Was the student a little twat though?
I don't think so. See, when a teacher goes mad and like kicks
it's always
an innocent kid.
Yeah. There's always a kid that's just asked this little question like.
Innocents always get hurt.
I always remember there was this teacher, and someone had put. I think what it was. I can't even remember what was in his tea, but someone had. Well, he was absolutely adamant someone had put something in his tea. And like, I think it was like a rubber or something ridiculous like that. And like, we were like, sir, I think you've just dropped it in there. And he was like, I have not dropped it in there. And, like, he kept us behind for like days on end, like multiple lessons. He kept us behind, trying to get someone to like confess to who threw the rubber in his drink. And eventually, he just like came to the conclusion that it probably was him.
But he didn't want to drop it too soon.
He didn't want to drop it though. He was like adamant that some little prick had thrown some rubber in his drink or something. Oh man.
I think I'm on a timer for this.
Who are you trying to kill?
I think I'm on a timer. I've got to get out in a certain amount of time.
Oh.
I think I have. And I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to make it. What? I failed, dude. I didn't know this. I'd have gone faster.
Yeah, well, there we are.
I feel like I'm at work again, just not hitting my targets. I'd say ignore that, but...
Mate.
Can't deny the truth.
Can't, no. That's it, mate. That's it. I'm so glad I don't work in sales anymore, though. I can tell you that. Targets in this job are like... piece of piss. It's like, turn up on time and do your job. That's all the time. Yeah, you've turned up on time, you've done your job. Well done, mate. Bonus. My last one, it was like, change people's minds. You have to change the minds of 50% of the people that you talk to.
Change people's minds or scam them.
Yeah. That's it. And you have to do it to 50% of the people that you talk to, or you're getting absolute minimum wage. oh, guys, you're so generous. Thank you so much.
Oh, sales sounds so good.
Oh, that's horrible. Horrible, mate.
Yeah, dude. I feel like I don't get how people can like it, but then I'm like, oh, they get more money. But it's like, imagine if you just qualified to do a job where you get more money anyway, but you don't have to basically do shit.
You don't have to like go against your ethics.
Yeah, that's it. That's always the thing, though, isn't it? Salespeople get more money simply because it's like sales instead of.
Yeah.
Oh, I just ran into a grenade.
Well, no, I did think that was not clever, mate. I have to say.
No, do you know that shot? It just shows I'm fucking hard as nails, dude.
To be fair,
that's what it shows.
I don't know anyone else that could do that. So by default, you are pretty hard, obviously.
Pretty tough.
Oh, football pitch.
This is definitely a boss area, and it's going to be stupid.
Oh, it's going to be ridiculous, isn't it? It's going to be a set of goals that come running at you or something. What is this going to be? A Zamboni?
A tank,
I don't know.
of course.
Oh, Jesus. At least the tank actually moves naturally. You know what I mean? That's kind of its thing, is to be aggressive and move. I was kind of expecting like something ridiculous, like a building to get up and have arms and stuff.
Why is the bad guy called Jim as well?
Jim's a scary name. Jim is a scary name. Yeah, bullets are well known to destroy tanks.
Yeah, but for some reason this tank has an engine on the front. So something tells me it's not going to be as hard as what a real tank will be.
Maybe it's like the new design, mate. The new design of tanks. What is it going to do? What is it going to do to make it more difficult? What's the next phase? Yeah, because it started moving around. Yeah, that's, you know, I can kind of deal with that. But where's it going to go now? Oh, Jesus.
Shit. See that?
I did. This is getting intense,
Right,
mate.
here comes the zombos. Oh no, wrong time.
It's a
to
threat. Some big ass rockets.
I'm gonna try my powerful gun. Oh, I'm fine.
Oh, fucking hell, I thought you died.
Yeah, the realism's uncanny.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. Good.
Dude, I love how the screen full on shakes and everything when I fire this gun. It's intense.
I'll be honest, this end right now, I'm seeing about 1 frame a second. It's like you're one part of the screen and then you're the next part. And then the tanks nearly ran you over.
Well,
and then it smashed into a wall.
To be fair, I am streaming my video to you, which is
well, yeah.
not an ideal setup, but this is what we've got to do when we live at different parts of the country, right?
Yeah,
got to improvise.
that's it. You gotta improvise, man.
Well, dude, that should not give me that health. Give me that health. But yeah, dude, it's like when we're this far apart, it's really hard to like make videos where we have to speak to each other, because if I'm seeing this on the screen and you aren't, then it's like,
yeah,
you know.
Let's just explain to the 4 people that are going to watch this that we're running about 3 different programs right now to just do this.
It's so funny because we figured out that like we can't talk to each other on like Zoom or Skype and share the screen because it prioritizes the
video.
Whatever I share my screen with, it prioritizes that over the chat, so then we can't talk properly. So then we have to use Skype and Zoom, one to share the screen, one to do the whole voice thing,
and then we record using a different program.
I record using a different program, and then I have my audio going through a different program, and then I'm playing the game as well. Dude, it's stressful.
Of course, the
man.
tank's got legs, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. I was like, this can't be it.
Crab tank.
There's going to be more to this, you know? Yeah.
It wasn't going to be that simple, was it? Of course it was going to be a crab tank.
Jesus Christ, man. This is what you find at like Blackpool with all polluted water and that. Oh, I can actually shoot the legs though. I don't have to wait for the engine. Dude,
the engine's
did you hear
already
that
fucked,
scream?
man.
Jesus.
Yeah, who's screaming? Is that the tank? The crab tank.
Right.
Crab tanks feel pain too.
There we go. Tank Hunter achievement. Who's that? Is that Jim?
Tank Hunter.
I've got to say, his pixel face is not as impressive as his little avatar at the bottom. He's still giving us that look, man. Even though we've just beat him.
That kind of like sexy, I'm trying to win you over look. It's working for me personally, but you know, I'm easy, obviously.
Going to kill Jack and Daryl.
Woohoo!
So it's a game where we've literally murdered things all the way through, and then it blocks out a death of the bad guy. Jesus Christ!
The one guy. You could show Crab Tank, but not him being killed.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Got
What's that other
game.
place over to the right?
And this is going to be the last part, mate. I assume.
Yeah. I don't know how much we've got left of this game to go, but
it's seeming a lot bigger than we thought it was going to be.
Nah, this might be the end, I reckon. One more boss. Investigate the vault. Like the music.
I can't hear any music. Oh. Dramatic. Oh, the Vespa machine gun bikes been fucked up, I think.
Is it? Hope not. Oh no, they've just moved it a little bit.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. What about the garlic?
Oh
the garlic
shit!
cloves?
Yeah.
What were they?
The one that threw me off my whole train of thought.
yeah. I mean, they don't look great.
Nice. Well, that's it. The garlic's over. The game may as well be over.
That would have gave such a nice fresh smell in there.
This guy. Is this the
fresh garlic? Yeah, they look great. Yeah.
Yeah.
They look like they're doing fine. Dead people lying everywhere.
What's this chick doing now?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, buddy.
We're about to walk in on some weird assassination.
Dude, this chick's always got someone at gunpoint. Like...
Daryl. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the L. Daryl looks like a nerd. What a nerd.
Okay.
Oh, is that a computer screen? Holy shit.
What happened?
I only just realised what that was.
Only just realised. So I think Julie knocked us out. Julie got her own agenda too. Jesus Christ, man. Betrayed by everyone.
A multi-layered game, man. I like this.
I've got the word Julie reminds me of my auntie. Because believe it or not, she's called Julie.
Really?
That's why.
I wouldn't have expected that.
Dude, she's like the toughest person ever. You ever need someone to do a phone call for you where some company's messing you about? You know, they're just not getting through. You know, you're just not getting through to them about what you want to sort out. And she'll go on the phone, man, and she will get you what you want, you know?
Get Julie on it.
It's insane.
Yeah.
She's just such a tough person. You just don't argue with her. She was like a manager, I think, for like years and years, but like not just a manager, but do you know when they're in charge of a lot more?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Dude, she was tough. Don't mess with Auntie Julie.
It just makes me think of that song with what's his name? Ali G and Shaggy. Julie, you know I love you, Julie.
I don't know that. I'm just for the generic ones, I'm afraid.